welcome and thank you so much for clicking. So today I'm gonna show you how we do manure compost here in the village. And right back behind me you can see a heap of cow dung. This is fresh cow dung that we've been collecting throughout the week. And in case you are clicking on my channel for the first time, welcome, and please consider subscribing. So let's get onto the video so that I can take you through the steps that you follow to make a manure compost. The first step is to prepare the ground as to where you are going to heap the manure or cow dung. The surface should be applied some soil, some dried soil, and then you'll be collecting the fresh manure and then ensure that that heap should layer to 2 to 3 feet high. Okay, so this is what you are doing, this is what we are doing here, but this one is still small, that the height is not that long. After the heap of the manure has layered to the height that is recommended, then you will have to cover that fresh manure with some, let me say, you can use the ash, you can use the animal feed, the waste of the animal feed, like these ones. Let me show you how you sprinkle them to cover. This one will enable the manure to obtain the optimum temperatures. And if you don't have the animal waste feed, you can also use this. Let me show you, let me turn the camera. You can use this hay. This is the dried hay, and I'm going to use this to cover up this manure later. It's never recommended to take fresh manure to the farm because the concentration of nitrogen in it can burn down the crops. That's why we use ash as a base factor to lower the concentration before we take to the farm. And the next thing to note is that when you prepare a compost manure, it's not supposed to be exposed to direct sunlight or to be rained on. That's why we prepare it under a shade. Once you've layered your manure like this, you'll be coming back after 3 days to turn it. You must overturn it to ensure that the temperature in between is 50 to 70 degrees Celsius, okay? But I'm not going to tamper with this. Let me show you how we overturn this one. You may be wondering why I was overturning this one. This one has been here for the last 2 months. That means that there is a very big difference when you touch the texture of this and this one. This is so fresh, but this one is almost there. So we'll be doing the same thing until it dries up, but it's supposed to be covered for 6 months to 1 year, almost 6 months to 1 year, for it to be ready to be used. You can see behind me, there are so many sacks of manure. This is dried manure that was prepared before for planting. You know, it's planting season, and these ones are the ones that we are going to use in planting our crops. They are now ready. Hopefully you can spot the difference, guys. As you can see, this one is dry. When it dries, it turns to brown in color, and this one is now ready to be used as organic manure in the farm. This is what we are going to use for planting our crops like beans, maize, or corns. This is another section where we've located a manure compost. It has been like this for the past 7 months, and once it's ready, it will be uncovered and then packed in sacks to be taken to the farm. I really hope, guys, you've enjoyed this video from the very start. Let me know, how do you do it in your local farms or in your local village, because this is how we do it here in Kenya, Africa. Until next time, bye bye, and thank you so much for always supporting me.